Peace, love, and light, Gemini, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for all of the love and the support. I truly appreciate it, and hopefully, you've already hit the subscribe button. If you don't know how this works, this is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. So please just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your reading, it's okay. It's not your reading. You can also check out other videos on my channel that may coincide with other placements in your chart. Roles are interchangeable, so place yourself where you see fit. You know where you go in the story. Don't be trying to act like, like you're the good guy if you're not. And remember that time is an illusion, right? This could be past, present, or near future, and energy is fluid, okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to pull for your energy, see how you're feeling, Gemini, and then we will pull for the person on your mind or energies around you that are influencing, okay, your love dynamic or love situation. All right, we'll see what's coming in. Spirit, tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Love. What is the current energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign, and Love? Give me the current energy for Gemini and Love. Give me the current energy. Ooh, the Three of Cups. Okay, Gemini, I feel like you outside. And not in a bad way. Well, so far, I feel like you are, coming together with friends or just really coming out of, your little hole. Eight of Cups. Ooh, and you're walking away, or you've already walked away from people who just, you're just not vibrating on that frequency anymore. And like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do that anymore. I love that for you. So I feel like you're finding your zhuzh. I feel like you are coming together with the people who resonate with your soul. I feel like you recently walked away from someone. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're looking for balance in your life. You're looking for reciprocity. It's like, look, I ain't got it if you ain't got it to give either. Okay. So I love that for you. I feel like things are balancing out for you. Okay, I'm not going to take that yet. But this did flip out, okay? So this is the Tower with the King of Swords. I feel like you may have found out a lot of information in the recent past that maybe could have shaken up your foundation or put you in a space where you became really guarded against certain people or certain situations. Maybe there was some truth or like just a revelation that something wasn't really built on a solid foundation. Excuse me, and I feel like you are finally in a space where you are cutting things out that just don't, resonate with your spirit anymore and don't rock out for you. I feel like you're about to you're stepping into a new cycle, a new chapter in your life, where like you're closing out things that have brought you any type of chaos, confusion, or just heartbreak, hardship. So yeah, tell me more about how Gemini is feeling in love. The Knight of Swords. Wonder what that is. I have this like very, when I was doing the pre-shuffle for you and in meditation, and even when I started this, I feel like very high energy. I don't know if that's yours or somebody on your mind. Yeah, but I feel so. You know what? Let me pull. I got the Three of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords there. Let me just pull one more to see how you're feeling. Ooh, I saw the Strength card. Okay, Four of Swords. I'm getting this feeling that you could have somebody who has communicated with you from your past. We're closing out. We just got out of Mercury retrograde, and today Venus goes direct. But remember, there's still a 2-week shadow period, so that, things could still be lingering. I do feel like there may be some communication between between you and someone who you walked away from, that maybe just didn't really acknowledge you. Because here I feel like just with the threes, I feel like, this person was for everybody kind of thing. And I feel like in actually realizing that you are healing from this connection, with the fours here, I feel like seeing that, you know, you are more stable. I feel like all of a sudden now with the Six of Pentacles, you know, you maybe experience somebody that might be wanting to rush in now. Yeah. Tell me about the Knight of Swords here for the person, I'm sorry, for how Gemini is feeling. And what I'm saying is like, yeah, you could feel this energy. The Six of Wands says, you know, either you are someone who is really like out there, you know, somebody who's popular, not out there in like a negative way. And I did say that we opened up with like Gemini. Have I been saying Gemini or Aquarius? I'm confused now, you guys, because I just did the Aquarius. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius if I was saying that. But with the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands, I do feel like this is some sort of public recognition, and you're outside, meaning like a lot of people are noticing you. So if you spent some time in isolation, like just being quiet, now you're starting to feel like, yeah, I feel like myself again. Like, damn, I hadn't felt like this for a while. So I feel like you're getting a lot of attention. And if you haven't experienced that yet, I feel like you will start to experience that. But also I feel like this person now all of a sudden it may want to give you the attention that they weren't giving you before, okay? The Justice, you may be the Justice card here, you may be dealing with a Libra, or the person that, this person that's coming in, this is also Libra energy. It's air energy. You may be dealing just with another air sign, but the Knight of Swords is like very, doesn't think about it. He's like one of the fastest, if not the fastest knight in the deck. So I feel like you might sense this person in your awareness, or if this is you, you might get like a feeling like, shoot, it's time for me to like run away from this situation. Bottom of the deck, we have the Justice card. So you could be feeling again that this person is thinking about you and is thinking about communicating or coming in. If they've been quiet for a while with the Four of Swords here, it's like you could feel this person. I know what that feels like when you feel that somebody's thinking about you a lot and trying to call that energy in. But again, with this Libra full moon, I feel like if there's something that you need to close out, I feel like you're finally getting, you're finally there, Gemini, where you are like, you know what, I'm closing this out, and that person can feel that energy. I feel like you feel that as well. Okay. So yeah, you're closing things out that just aren't resonating with you anymore. Okay. And for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like you're just, you're setting boundaries, and you're feeling like yourself again in that relationship, right? Hang on, I got a text message here. Don't judge me. Sorry. Yeah. So let's get into it. Yeah, I feel like you may receive some sort of communication, a text message, or yeah, like just that, like random communication from this person. Please tell me about the person on Gemini's mind, or current love. Tell me about love for Gemini. Tell me about what Gemini can expect. What's going on with Gemini in love? I'm going to take this upright. It did flip out in the reverse. So some of you may be going through some sort of like separation, or just not seeing eye to eye in a certain relationship. Gemini in love. I think you're focused on your bag. The Lovers, this is you, Gemini. This is Gemini energy, right? I feel like you are in a place where you are clear about your direction, okay, and what you want. These two flipped out. Okay. Yeah. So with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles coming out again, I feel like you are now starting to feel balanced in your own energy again. Whereas in the recent past, you may have felt just stuck, like, you know, just blocked, you know, and it could again specifically be blocked in love or opportunities. This is a love reading, you guys. So this is, you know, and if this is not your story, it's not your story, it's cool. All right. We got the Seven of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like as you are focusing on yourself and really like like I said, I feel like Gemini, like you're focused on your bag. You're focused on, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here, is like you're collaborating with people, and you're not worried, but you're really focused on improving your business, improving your passions, you know, standing in your purpose, and really just collaborating with those people who are contributing to your progress, your growth, and your evolution. And I feel like that's an active choice that you are making. With the Lovers card here, this tells me that there may be somebody in your awareness right now who you have a very strong romantic, passionate connection with. With the Seven of Cups, though, I feel like there might be a decision that you have to make, maybe with respect to committing to this situation or coming together with this person. Like you're presented with what are we, the what are we question. And I sense a little bit of like hesitancy here, like maybe like just unsure. And I can't help but notice like his face is kind of like, do I not? Just remember that when we're giving in love, like you're never going to really know someone's intention, someone's true intentions. You just have to be willing to take the risk. That's just how it works, right? You don't know what you don't know. The Ace of Swords in the reverse, I feel, let me pull a little more, you know. Tell me more. For Gemini in love. Yeah, there could be somebody that you're not communicating with. Again, I'm getting strong air energy here, Gemini. So you could be dealing with another air side, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I may have even been saying Aquarius a lot in the beginning. I don't even remember, to be honest. But if I did, my bad. This is a Gemini reading. So yeah, there may be somebody that you are not communicating with, maybe something that couldn't move forward, or just something that came to an end, right? Because the Three of Pentacles did come out in the reverse, and I put it upright because that's just how Spirit told me to take it. But some of you may be, have somebody in your energy who's watching you, right? Because the Page of Swords is curious, nosy, and maybe like watching you. Maybe this is on social media, maybe through like connections, maybe even one of those people who has like a fake page and is monitoring you, and you haven't spoken with this person. You pull back your energy from this person because this person may have left you feeling like really confused about a lot, okay? Or maybe even just not chosen. This person could have had, like I said, a lot of options. And I feel like, I feel like you ended up, it's like, you could have been in this relationship with this person and you didn't feel chosen, even though you were in the relationship. So ultimately, with that Eight of Cups that I saw, as far as how you're feeling, you ended up choosing yourself. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you ended up choosing yourself and you chose to move away from that. You to begin working on yourself and really, I feel like you were left alone a lot in this, like, right, in this situation. And that gave you time to really listen to yourself and really focus on yourself eventually. Because Pentacles take time. So eventually, and I feel like you finally got to the space where you walked away from something and you are single and you are standing in your power. For those of you who are single, I definitely feel like there's somebody in your energy that's coming in where it's going to be like a very strong connection. Okay. But the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you might be like a creator, an entrepreneur. Again, somebody who gets a lot of attention, or you could be dealing with somebody like that. But the Nine of Pentacles is somebody like, I'm good. I'm good on my own, in a relationship, out of it, really, like I'm solid within myself. And I feel like, yeah, the devil is here. It came out like this, as you see. So we'll talk about both meanings, right? So I feel like, in the upright, it could be that you were with somebody who was, I hate using this word because I'm trying to move away from it, but I just feel like it's the only word that describes certain things sometimes. Toxic, right? Somebody who just was, had very unhealthy habits. It could be, an addiction to sex, drugs, money, gambling. This is like self-imposed bondage, right? Somebody who maybe had multiple partners. You could have been dealing with somebody like that. This is also strong Capricorn energy. That may mean something to you. It may not. You may just have a lot of Earth in your chart or Capricorn in your chart. But since it came out crossing. I feel like, yeah, this person, I feel like for some of you, I heard Spirit say, like, yeah, this person crossed you. Like, you crossed me one too many times. Like, you overstepped one too many times. And like, I forgave so much in this situation. And so I feel like this person now finds themselves at a tug of war. Like, I feel like they're trying to figure out how to get out of this energy, this devil energy of like feeling stuck. I don't think that they're there yet. I'm going to take them out in the reverse, but I feel like this person is struggling with addiction in some way, shape, or form. And to be honest, I'm seeing the Empress at the bottom, which is, I love this for you, okay? This is like you're loving on yourself, and new love is definitely coming in. Like, something is going to come in for you. For those of you who are in a relationship where you're struggling with somebody, I also feel like this could be also mental illness. Substance abuse is actually a mental illness, right? But it could be somebody struggling with a different type of mental illness. And I feel like this person might reach out to you for help, okay? And that is... that's rough. For those of you who are currently in that situation, my heart goes out to you, sending you lots of healing energy, love, and clarity. Because dealing with someone who is dealing with addiction, in whatever way, or mental illness, in whatever way, like, it's something that's challenging, and it takes a toll on the family, not just the person. Okay. So I do feel like that person might reach out for help, because I feel like they sense that connection with you that they just have never had with anybody else. With the Empress card at the bottom of the deck, seeing the Empress card, I feel, and even seeing the Queen of Cups here, I feel like they sense, it's like you or this person, place yourself where you see fit, were very nurturing to this person. I feel like you gave a lot of your love, and it was like nurturing in the way like of a mother. Like, you gave of yourself, and you filled this person's cup in exchange for nothing. And I'm not saying that in a way, like, we all know, like, we in a relationship, like, there's a give and take, but when I say in exchange for nothing, I mean like just pure wholehearted love. Like, I genuinely care about your well-being. And so you might find yourself in a place of like back and forth with your own feelings, Gemini. Feeling like, you're in a tug of war. Like, how do I move on and disconnect from this person? But also, like, I do care, and I want to make sure that this person is well. So I feel like that, I wholeheartedly feel that right now. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Emperor, so Aries energy. Also, the number 4 might be significant to you. Even this month, like, lots of changes. But yeah, this is somebody who is, you might have been this person's stability. Like, and I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about, like, you might have been like the voice of reason in this person's head. And so I'm sorry, I feel like, in talking about new love, it's like, even if you are currently dealing with somebody, which I feel like there's somebody in your energy for some of you who you are with, I just feel like this past person that you have healed from, or may still be in the healing stages, I want to say, that you haven't communicated with. I feel like their energy is just very present right now. Bottom of the deck, we do have Hierophant. This could have been a person that you were in a long-term relationship with, or currently. I'm going to look into that Lover's card, because there's a choice here. So I feel like you might have somebody right now, and this person from the past is coming in or wants to come in, and I feel like a bit of a pickle. All right, I'm not gonna front. Like, I feel like this is the energy. This energy is just very present right now, right? Options, choices, and with the 7 of Cups, I feel like you may find yourself questioning, like, oh my God, do I do this again? Because here I am, like, I have like peace of mind. Like, look at the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Swords here. It's just kind of like, I have peace of mind. I finally, I don't feel anxious. I could sleep at night, but with the Hierophant here, this person may reach out to you for advice. for some guidance. And this is also a higher level of commitment. So maybe you wanted a certain commitment. Like I said, this person, you were with this person, but you felt like they never chose you. And so I feel like now it's like, I gotta choose Gemini. You know, I gotta run. Let me look into this. Oh my God, I don't want this to be too long. Please clarify the Lovers here. Why is the Lovers here for Gemini in love? Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So an offer, something that you have wanted for a long time comes in. And communication with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Let me get another one for the Lovers there. The Seven of Wands. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, this is, and you know, sevens are about hidden fears. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, you're still healing from this situation because you went through a lot in this situation. So I feel like that offer that you've wanted for a long time is like, now you want to, you know, now it is. Now all it is. So I feel like that's the energy here, but I could feel with the Magician and the Devil here, I could feel like it's also a little bit manipulative, right? Like, now that you need me, okay, now that you see that I'm moving on, that I'm doing good without you, that I am shining and vibrating, and people are like noticing me, or that somebody else notices me. Now, this, you know, what is this? What is the Devil here in the reverse? What is the Devil here in the reverse? Yeah, somebody who lied to you, who cheated, who was deceptive, who did like all of the above. Like, they didn't put one sword in your back, they put 10 in your back. And it was like awakening from like that illusion was like, that was hard. Okay, that was hard. Yeah, I feel like you had to get over the fact with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It was kind of like you had to get over the fact that the idea of what could be or what you thought was only an illusion. It was lies, it was deception, and you were forced to walk away from that, you know, to keep your integrity. And it's just like, how many more hits can I take? Like, yo, like, I got self-respect. So the Knight of Cups is like having that unrealistic expectation. Yeah, and you made the decision, you know, to move away from this commitment. I feel like, but I feel like this comes back around where you find yourself pondering on, you know, is it worth me going back to this? Like, is it worth it? I got 3 sevens here, 777. July may be significant to you. I don't know what's happening in July, or maybe July 7th, or in 7 days, or in 7 weeks. That might mean something to you. It might not, but I just feel it very present here. But again, I feel like you have some fears around this person, and you are guarded with this. But when this offer comes in, I do feel like you're gonna find yourself like really having to think about it, because you may have been with this person for a long time, but I do feel like you have started something, and there's like a zhuzh with somebody else, like some little spark with somebody else. Oh my God, I have to stop, but this is like, what else? Okay. What else do you want me to say here? Is there new love? What about new love? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, there's something that's destined to come into your awareness. But the Wheel of Fortune also says like things are turning for you with respect to love, right? Although right now I do feel like you are in a space where you're still guarded, and you're still focusing on your dreams and your purpose and your passions right now, because I feel like you spent a lot of time given to this other energy. And I feel like that, you know, you're exhausted and you felt depleted, and you may have felt like you lost yourself in that. And it's kind of like, oh my God, I found myself again. And so you're questioning what, you know, where to invest. Like you're being really intentional and wise about where you invest, because right now, like, you just feel good. You know, you're in a place where things are happening for you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to continue to happen for you. Luck is definitely on your side. But with this past person and this past situation, I feel like when this comes around, you're really going to have to decide whether or not, like, it's worth the investment. Because again, I feel like there was a lot of time there. And so you find yourself asking, like, man, this is X amount of years. With the Ace of Pentacles, this could have been 10 or more years. So yeah, it's needing to ask yourself, is this still what I want? Because the 9 of Cups is like, you're going to get what you want, whether, you know, it's almost like there's no wrong decision. I feel like you're going to make the right decision for you. You're going to know what's right for you. It's looking at the options and asking yourself, are the things that I wanted 10 years ago still the things that I currently want in this new, standing in this as this new and rejuvenated, revitalized, this renewed person? Do those things still align with who I am right now? Do I want the same things? Okay, so really thinking about what you want and whether or not those things align, you know, with how you view love now. You may view love very differently than you did before. Maybe now it's like, yeah, I don't care about all that other stuff. Like, this feels good to me now. Okay, yeah. So you may be dealing with somebody younger than you with the Page of Pentacles there. And I still feel like it's something, you know, that may come in small, but you may not, you know, it's funny because I hear Spirit saying like, it's the little things, right? Like, yeah, for whoever this is for, it's like, it's the little things. Maybe, you know, you wanted sweet nothings, you wanted time, because I feel like this was something that dragged out for a long time. But again, you didn't feel loved and nurtured by this person. You didn't feel like, you know, the little things, you know, like, you know, bringing me flowers, or like, for some of you, it was just like, what am I, acknowledging me, like, you know, like, this is my person, like, not, you know, not kind of like holding back from how you feel about me, you know, or the love that we experience. So I am going to leave it there, Gemini. You are, you know, you got a lot to think about, you know, just follow your intuition, and you know, don't feel guilty about making the decision that's best for you. Because I do feel like you may go through a moment of feeling guilty for maybe, you know, not wanting to re-engage with this person, but understanding their struggle, understanding what they're struggling with. So yeah, and I would say that even if you decide to help this person to be, you know, do that with boundaries, not compromising or overextending yourself, not compromising your energy and your mental health, emotional, physical, spiritual health and well-being, okay? Because you have to be team you, and it's, you know, if your loyalty should first and foremost be to yourself. Okay, that being said, I truly appreciate you. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead and give me a comment down below. Tell me how it resonated, if it did. Also, give me a like. It's free, you guys, and it does help my channel, as does the subscription. So if you really enjoyed this reading, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Sending you all loads of peace, love, and light. Mwah. Bye.